talk to you a little bit about the NRA and how important the NRA is to me and to the rest of the American people. Actually, I hope these are my own thoughts. You'll see that I'm wearing a Car Arms hat here. I sometimes represent Car Arms at shows, friends of the NRA and stuff like that, meetings like that. And for me personally, the shooting sports have been the most important part of my life. I wouldn't even want to think about my life without having had the right to keep and bear arms. I used to carry every day pistols for protection. When I did that, I had one goal in mind, was to leave my home in the morning and come back late in the evening, without anyone knowing that I had a gun. It was never necessary. In the many years I carried, that I never met a person that I even thought about would be bad enough to draw my weapon. And it was never necessary for the good people around me that I would meet every day to know that I was carrying a gun. I wouldn't want anybody hurt by even something I would say, and hurt somebody physically. The only reason I would do that was defending my own life or the possibility of helping someone else that was being harmed in some serious way. The right to keep and bear arms has been the most important part of my life. I believe that when the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution of the United States, they wrote the most important things first. The first thing they wrote was "We the people." The second thing they wrote, "The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." It was written that way. That was the second most important thing to the Founding Fathers of America. The militia that they talked about at that time wasn't even formed yet. And when Paul Revere went looking for people to come and defend America, he went to the hunters' homes. He went to the people who owned the guns and knew how to use them to put meat on their table every day. It was the well-armed civilian population of America that met the British professional army and eventually turned them back. They knew that they were overmatched. There were just too many well-armed civilians of America with guns. Then later in World War II, before the Japanese attacked America, their military leaders told them they could never invade America because of the well-armed civilian population. In their words, everybody over there, everybody in America has a gun. We can never invade America. It's still the primary ace in the hole of this country. We are such a very small part of the world's total population. And the armed civilian population of America is and always has been the greatest strength of America. The best possible reason for anyone to own anybody to own an automatic rifle or a semi-automatic rifle is because every day, every 10 seconds in this country, there's a home invasion. And if someone comes to your home and brings weapons to your home, you deserve to have the best possible weapon you can use to defend your home and your property and possibly help your neighbors in some way. At that time, no matter what weapon you have, some of these home invasions are multiple people invasions. And the best weapon to have is the semi-automatic weapon that some ridiculous politicians want to take away from the good people of America. This theory to take away the guns from the good people, that leads to one thing. That leads to only bad people having guns. Most of the guns in the hands of bad people have been stolen from other people. The background checks that the NRA totally supports, and of course I do too. Background checks may not weed out all of the problems, but it certainly will greatly reduce the number of bad people that have guns. The NRA's priority at this time should be to, as rapidly as possible, expand the NRA's base membership into the youth organizations. That's the highest priority the NRA should have at this time. That's long-term security for America, the country I love. And people should know and handle guns safely. Learn the hunter safety programs in this country promote the safe handling of guns, knowing what your targets are. I think far more inner city kids should be introduced to guns and the safety of guns. When good people have guns, there are no problems. When only the bad guys have the problem, the bad guys wouldn't be so brave, so forward, if they knew that the people, large numbers of good people around them were armed and could use their weapons if necessary, only if necessary. Almost all Car Arms weapons are produced and designed by Kup Jin Moon, who now prefers to be called Justin Moon. Very, very proud to say Justin Moon is a very good friend of mine. Some of my trophies are actually on display at the Car Arms factory, hunting trophies, mostly from Africa. There will be more in the future. Justin Moon is more American than most Americans that I know. He's actually born in Korea, but a very intelligent man. He not only sells, he designs a large number of the weapons that his company produces. Another thing I wanted to do, I want to sing the song "America and Peace." When they gave me the Ambassador for Peace Award, the Unification Church on June 10th of 2002, June 11th, November 2nd of 2010. At that time I had a fantasy that I could affect the entire future of the world by being an ambassador for peace. I am not at all satisfied with just being an old man with a piece of paper that says Ambassador for Peace. I am trying to be a true ambassador for peace for the world and America. I would love to sit down and talk to some of the world leaders about America and peace, and I'm hoping to use this song. I believe that God has looked over my life and extended my life for the purpose of extending the message of America and peace to the entire world. The song "America and Peace," written by John Paul Jack Harris Jr. God has blessed America, and I believe He always will, as long as we stand with justice on top of every hill. Our soldiers are the best of us, they stand at freedom's right. Honor is their cornerstone, the law's their guiding light. The insanity of war is nearly at its end. I believe the world will find a way for all men to be friends. God has blessed America, and I believe He always will, as long as we stand with justice on top of every hill. We ask for understanding, not a military fight. We ask all men to do what all men know is right. Our world is but a cinder orbiting in space. All men should understand this is our only place. God has blessed America, and I believe He always will, as long as we stand with justice on top of every hill. A mother's tears are all the same when the soldiers fall. If they will cry together, the world would help heed their call. When all men understand this song, I'll know it shows the way to honor justice, peace on earth, and all men's better day. God bless the world with peace, and America my home. God, please bless the world with peace, and America my home. I have been privileged to sing that song a couple of times at veterans events in the Scranton area, at the Genetti's Hotel and the Hilton Hotels in Scranton, at veterans events at different times. Usually get a very strong reaction, often getting standing ovations for it. And it's a message I want to take to the entire world.